What is up? My name is Kai. We're gonna be playing some chess today. And I'll be doing a little talk through during the entire time. So yeah. In case you're new to the channel, my name is Kai. I am a senior at Wharton studying finance and computer science, and I also like to play a lot of chess on the side. So let's wait here for a 10-minute game. Okay, we just started. And we're going to open this up with an e4 king pawn opening. He plays e6, pawn e6, which, goes into the French defense. And pawn b6 is a very interesting move. I've actually never played against this, so we'll see how things go. I play knight c3 to defend my e4 pawn and bishop c4, just to get my pieces out to the center and to then further develop my king knight and further castling after that as well. So I'm going to guess he's going to play knight f6 here. I think that would be his best move, and then I would play maybe queen e2 afterwards, but we'll see. I think another move he can play is knight c6, bishop e7, bishop b4 would be interesting. In that case, I would still play queen e2. Okay, so he goes knight f6, I go queen e2, and then I'm also prepared bishop g5, where he's gonna have to respond bishop e7. So now he basically pins my knight, and he's going for my e4 pawn. I think here we can play pawn f3. This is a pretty bad move on paper, but it locks up this light square diagonal, and I'll try to play knight h3, knight f4 afterwards. So he's going to play knight c6, I think. I'll go... Okay, never mind. He's going to castle now, I think. And I'll go knight h3, knight f4, and then castle. Yeah, so earlier this week I was at an adventure race, which is basically how do you describe it? Like a 4-hour sort of trail running, biking, mountain biking to be specific, as well as like sort of geocaching and orienteering navigation, all combined into one little sweet, I guess, adventure course. It was really fun, and I did it as part of my Wharton Leadership Ventures, which is the club that I'm in. It is essentially a fellowship here at Wharton, and we have about between 12 to 19 students at a time who are within this organization. And we do little fun, sort of outdoorsy sort of activities, as well as, approaching it from a leadership development and experiential learning lens. So I really like it. Right now I'm thinking about should I castle or should I just go king d2? Which is kind of scary, but I think king d2 might be a good move, just because, I don't know. Let's go bishop b5, trade off the bishop for the knight, and then go a5 afterwards. Might be a good idea. Trade off some pieces. Let's kick the knight. So he just took a pawn. I take the knight. He takes my queen. I take his queen. I don't know what he's doing. So now I'm up a piece because he took my pawn and I'm taking his knight. So in this case, I'm up in exchange from knight to queen. So he goes queen takes. I'll also do queen takes and just offer a queen trade, just to simplify my position. He's turning... Okay, he was going to turn, I guess, pawn c5 at some point. In that case, that would be kind of bad. So let's just apply some more pressure here. Knight e5 threatened the f7 pawn, as well as the c6 pawn as well. I think in this position he's probably forced to, play pawn c5. I go queen takes f7. He could go queen h4, which is kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. Um, yeah, that's actually kind of scary. This is actually not good for me. But we can play bishop f2, I think. Or queen f2. Yeah, queen f2. Offer the trade. And basically give up my g2 pawn. Okay, so now he just gives up the queen, which is bad for him. And he should be resigning now. Yeah, so he resigns. We'll play another game just to keep the momentum ongoing and just so I can yap a bit more. Yeah, so adventure racing was really cool. I was kind of cold though because I didn't bring I did bring my jacket and my pants and my boots, but I offered that to another person who was on the adventure race with us. So I ended up with nothing at all. So he's playing the London system with pawn d4, bishop f4, pawn e3. It's a very good system where white doesn't have much to like in terms of like pawn breaking or just making the position into a tactical position. He doesn't really have that much kind of play, but it is a very solid positional game where white can, I guess, improve his position in minute ways, such as getting knight b1 to d2 to f1 to g3, castling, going for pawn h4, pawn c4, pawn b3, stuff like that. And I think we'll start to see that. So he'll go bishop d3 now, castle, rook e1, knight f1, knight g3 is what I'm thinking he would do. And prepare for the b3, c4 pawn break. Alright, so he goes bishop d3, which makes sense. I'll go pawn c5 just to improve my position here, get some space. And he goes pawn c3, locking it all in. So I'll go knight c6, just to bring my knight to a better square. And I'll go b6, pawn b7, bishop. Yeah, pawn b6, bishop b7. It should be an okay position. If he trades the bishop for knight, that'll be an interesting move. I'm not sure if he would do that though. But I'll try to force that. I'll play pawn e6, I think. So let's go pawn e6 here, forcing the bishop to either retreat or to take from my knight, and he does take my knight. So we go bishop takes bishop. He goes knight e5, which makes sense. We bring the bishop back just to keep it safe. And he go knight f3 and pawn f4, I think. Probably pawn f4 right now, and then knight f3. If he does go pawn f4, I'll probably play like rook c8, and then when he goes knight f3, then I go knight e4, and then I prepare pawn f6. So we're just waiting on him to make his move. It's kind of boring. When these things happen, like, there's nothing you can do, to be honest. All you have to do is just wait. Wait. Yeah, anything new in my life? Oh, yeah. Celebrated Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2 days ago with my girlfriend. That was cool. Yeah. That was cool. Let's see. What else did I do? Camping was fun. I'll be eating lasagna and meatballs tonight for dinner. So we'll see how that goes. And I have a lot of homework to catch up on and a lot of assignments to do. As well as just working out. I need to run more. So I'll probably squeeze in a workout later tonight. I just get a little kettlebell workout, little strength training workout. Yeah. I think it is the last semester of my senior year, so I'm trying to prioritize the things that I value most. So he goes pawn b3, threatening pawn c4. That's okay, I guess. We'll go rook c8. He goes pawn c4. In this position here, I don't think we should take on c4 just because knight c4 improves his position by a lot. We either go rook d8 or we go pawn takes d4. Let's go rook d8. Just improve our position. The knight on e5 is kind of annoying, but I think we can get knight d7 or knight e4 in at any time and just prepare for pawn f6. Yeah. So now he goes knight f3. We now should do knight e4. And just prepare pawn f6. Pawn f6, pawn e5, and I think we should be fine. Pawn f6. We're cooking now. Apply more pressure, apply more pressure, apply more pressure. Honestly, the knight has nowhere good to go now. Like, knight g4 is the only move because he blocks off the knight with queen d3. So I think I can play pawn h5 now, and I should be able to trap the knight. I think that does trap the knight. Pawn h5. Pawn h5, pawn takes c5, pawn takes back. Yeah. Alright, so he loses the knight. We'll be winning in the exchange here. Pawn takes knight, pawn takes pawn. And how do we proceed with this now? I think what's best is now to go king f7. King f7, rook h8 would be good. And just prepping for queen h2 down there. And that would be a very scary move for him. Or we could get queen f4 in later. I think best move here is like trade off the pawns and then go queen f4. Yeah, let's do that. Pawn takes c4, pawn takes c4, pawn takes d4. If he does pawn 6, then we go queen f4, and that should be good for us. Yeah, we go queen f4. Kind of scary. Let's see, someone texted me. Whatever. If he goes pawn d5, we will have to. I mean, that's good. That's fine with me. I think right now what is scary is queen b3 at any point, checking my king and attacking b6. But if we apply enough pressure, I think we do have a good chance of just like breaking into his position with rook h8 later. Like rook h8, knight moves, we threaten f3. Let's play rook d6 to protect our pawn. Oh, no, but he has pawn c5. That's a good move. Ooh, pawn c5 is actually kind of scared. Pawn c5. And I can't take that because he does rook takes bishop, which is scary. I'll probably go rook d7. He offers to trade queens. Sure, why not? And I'll take the c4 pawn. And this is just winning for me. Yeah, this is just winning for me now. Alright, well, he didn't spot the best move. Oh, I also have knight c3 here. Oh, man. Knight c3, fork the rooks. I would be winning even more. It's whatever. Yeah. Pawn b5. Solidify everything, maybe. Or bishop d5. Or just rook d7. Or pawn b5, pawn a4, we go pawn b4. Yeah. The knight on e4 is really dominant right now, I'd say. So he goes king h2, which is honestly a pretty stupid move. I don't think it does anything. We'll probably have to... We'll probably attack the rook and then trade off the knight. And although he improves his pawn position, I think, like, we're already up a bishop, so, like, we're just trying to simplify the position down as much as possible, to be honest. Rook c6. Go like knight d5 or... Forcing a trade of rooks. Yeah. Now we just bring our king into the game. We can check him. Pawn b4. Maybe not. Just rook takes e3. Yeah. He can't infiltrate. We'll take on f3. Okay, so he's trying to infiltrate. We'll just gobble up his pawns. Gobble, gobble. Rook g8. We go pawn g5. And it's locked. Yeah, this is a win. He should resign right now. Knight b4 protects the rook. We go king d5. Well, right now we can't, but king e7, attack the rook. We just improve our position bit by bit. Probably 6 and go rook b6, I think. Okay, no he doesn't. We just go king f6, protect our g5 pawn. We just go g6 here. Go push pawn g4 now. He's gonna go rook d8, I think. Oh no, we just go pawn f4 now. Pawn f3. Yeah, this is so winning for us. He resigns. Alright, GG. Those two games were really easy. I'm gonna end the recording. Cool.